Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Jamaica 2 times, and I'm back again with the eyebrow coloring tutorial. Recently, I've been getting a lot of questions as to how I color my eyebrows. If you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you would see that I do like to match my eyebrows with my colored hair. So I thought that it would be fun to kind of come to you all with the review just in case if you want to try to color your own eyebrows. Before we get started, make sure to go ahead and smash that subscribe button. And if you like what you see today here, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So the first things first, whenever you're doing any type of makeup, you always need to start with a fresh foundation. Wash your face, make sure your face is clean. Make sure you also exfoliate the night before if you're planning to do makeup the next day. That's just to kind of make sure that your pores are clean, because that can help you prevent acne breakouts as much as possible. But when it comes to coloring your eyebrows, it's really simple. There are really 2 options, and please don't quote me on this. I'm not a professional makeup artist, but to my knowledge, there are 2 options. One way is using a light concealer and going over it with eyeshadow, which we're going to do today. And the second method would be by actually bleaching your eyebrows and going over with a dye of some sort, whether it be semi-permanent or permanent hair dye. But today we're going to go in with our LA Girls Pro Concealer. It is in a color Classic Ivory. As you can see, it does not match my skin tone. Whenever you're doing eyebrow coloring or anything like that, you want to always make sure that the concealer that you're using is really brighter than your skin tone, because what's going to happen is we're going to put this over our eyebrow hairs to cover it up, and that's going to give it that bright base. So when you go in with the light color eyeshadow, it can be seen more. So if you're going for a more vibrant look, use a lighter concealer. If it's a more dull color like a burgundy or a dark green or something like that, you can go ahead and use something darker that you may have. All right, so starting off, and don't mind me, I'm just using my mirror that's to the left of my camera to kind of see what I'm doing. It helps me see what I'm doing better than my phone camera, but I'm going to try to make sure that you guys can see up close still. So take the concealer, and what you want to do is kind of outline your eyebrow. My eyebrows are not cleaned up right now. I do not get eyebrow waxes. I normally just buy like a $1 eyebrow razor from the hair store or the beauty supply store, but I'm actually out today, and today's actually Mother's Day, so I can't really go get one. It's Sunday as well, so a lot of places in my area are actually closed today. And by the way, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I'm a mother as well, so happy Mother's Day to me. And then you want to just go ahead and work on the next side. But if this is your first time coloring your eyebrows, I would recommend just do one eyebrow at a time. Like, do the whole color process, clean it up, and then see how you like it before you start the next one. So, and you want to try not to use too much. The goal is not to have the eyebrow wet with concealer. It's just to kind of hide your black hairs as best as possible. So now that we're done with that, we're going to go ahead in with our eyeshadow. All right, so as I mentioned, the eyebrow step 1 does not have to be perfect. As you can see, they're giving cousins, not sisters, not twins, because you will go back after this and you will be cleaning up the shape of your eyebrows. So don't stress about that. The main thing is just covering your hairs with the bright concealer so you can go ahead with the eyeshadow. So I'm going to be using the Fantasy Changeable palette. It's really dirty. I've had this for about like 2 years. I don't even know the expiration date for makeup, so I don't even know if I've had it too long. But now that I'm kind of in my makeup phase of wanting to like try out different styles and looks, I've definitely been using it more than what I was when I first purchased it. But I did get this from Amazon. I will be linking this in the description box below. It is a cheap palette. I think it's good for beginners. I'm not really the type of person who would spend hundreds of dollars on makeup just because I'm still exploring and testing the waters. So I will always leave you guys with tips about cheap hacks or things like that, because I know that until I get to where I want to be with makeup, I don't want to be in Sephora or Ulta buying the top-notch name brands. I'm okay with the drugstore products. I'm okay with the Amazon products because I don't want to be wasting my money. All right, so to match my hair, if you can tell, it's kind of an orangish yellow, like a mustard yellow, McDonald's yellow. So I'm going to go in with this yellow with a little bit of this orange. Now, the tricky part about this is that if you are doing a color that matches your hair and your hair isn't just spot on one color, you will have to kind of mix it up a little bit. So just try to eyeball that to the best of your ability. The closest you can get is good. It doesn't have to be perfect because with makeup, it is a free form expression of art. So just keep that in mind. All right, guys, I'm back. As you can see, I have changed my shirt. I didn't want to get the makeup on my other shirt because it's the shirt that I'm going to be wearing today. So I just put back on my nightgown to kind of be able to get a little messy with, because with eyeshadow, sometimes it does fall down. What you'll see happen is as you do your eyebrows, the eyeshadow will fall down into your lids and your cheek. So it's good to have makeup wipes. You can go in and wipe that off for a flawless beat. And now you just go in with the eyeshadow. So like how this is happening, it may be because I have a lot on the brush, but regardless, it's bound to happen. So just take your time with it. And I'm also going to be, I did this look yesterday actually for some TikTok videos. So as I'm talking, I will insert clips of said videos and pictures so you can get a better idea. So these are just a few of the pictures that I had took. The color under eye is inspired by Nazra Looks on IG. Right now she has a trend going on, so check her page out. She's really talented. But in order to get a better idea, I would just recommend you following me on TikTok and Instagram, honestly, because I post way more than I do there than on here. And that way, if you have a direct question, I can answer it faster than I would with responding via video. So all my social media pages are the same, under the same handle, Jamaica 2 times, spelled the same way, so you can find me everywhere. And you just want to go in until you're satisfied with the color. So once you attain that color that you're looking for, you can stop. And I'm gonna go ahead and work on the next side. All right, so now that we're finished with that, here comes the hard part that you have to be careful with. The first part was just having fun with it. This part you actually have to kind of be more precise because this will affect how your makeup looks. So we're gonna go in and clean up our eyebrow. So we're gonna go back in with that classic ivory on the bottom or the inside of the eyelid. And then we're gonna go in with the warm honey at the top. The reason why you do the lighter shade at the bottom is because if you're applying eyeshadow, you can kind of bring the lighter shade down and use that as a base for your eyeshadow. And I do the shade that's closer to my skin tone at the top because I want it to blend in with my skin tone. So hopefully this makes sense. As I said, practice makes perfect, guys. So if you don't get it on the first time, like me, when I started doing makeup maybe like a year ago, I was trying to learn how to contour my face, which I still have trouble with. You just gotta kind of find some type of makeup style that is easy for you, fits you. And I feel like the color eyebrows are easy and simple for me to do, and maybe even a little easier than contouring my face. So you wanna go in to your desired eye shape. My eyebrows they're not really arched, so I'm not gonna try to make it too exaggerated. I'm just gonna follow the bottom of my eyebrow and follow that natural arch. And again, the less concealer that you use is better. Don't cake it up because you do have to clean it up. And if you use too much, it is going to show. And now we're going in with the warm honey at the top. And this one to me is like the most important step because this kind of guides how your eyebrow shape is going to be. You just want to get a nice smooth lay on it. So see, looks good so far. So now what you would do, you can go in with a makeup brush, but as I said, I'm not a professional MUA. I barely know what the fuck I'm doing. I just know good enough to make it look good. So I'm gonna go in with Q-tips, or sometimes I even use tissue on like the tip of a Q-tip, or makeup wipes. The makeup wipes help the best, but I'm almost out, So I'm going to do tissue and then maybe use one makeup wipe to kind of clean up after. I'll be right back. All right, so I have the tip of my eyebrow razor and I have a piece of tissue. This is just like if you're on the go and you don't have these supplies, please just, if you can, get the right makeup brush, get the Q-tips, get the makeup wipes. But right now, I'm kind of in a rush and I don't have certain supplies available. So you want to go in like so and clean it up. And when I say clean it up, you just remove the concealer that you put there. So if it leaves that white cast, that's when I like to go in with the makeup wipe after, which I will, and remove that cast. But for the most part, that's what a cleanup looks like. And I'm gonna show you on the top. And be very careful that you don't swipe off some of your eyebrow, because I've done that before. And I've had to start all the way back over, and it's not a good feeling, especially if you're in a rush. All right, so now we're gonna go in with a makeup wipe and clean up this white cast, and I'll come back with the final look. All right, so after going in with that makeup wipe, this is how it looks. This is how it looks from far back, so you can definitely tell a difference. I'm gonna go ahead and work on this other side. All right, so that portion of the eyebrows are done. They're cleaned up to the best of my ability right now. I am gonna go in with some foundation because I'm doing a full face today. So if you want that information or you want to stick around, go ahead. If you only came for the eyebrow information, thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So after you're done with your eyebrows, if any eyeshadow has come down onto your face, you just go in with a makeup wipe and clean your face up. If you're a primer type of person, sometimes I prime, sometimes I don't. To me, honestly, I don't really see the difference. But I do go in with this Rimmel London Stay Matte. And as everything is dirty because I keep all my makeup in one bag. And I've had this for a long time. I just now started using it. So primer normally helps you minimize the wrinkles and pores. Well, not minimize them, but like how they appear when you have your makeup, because you don't want to have like makeup right here and then like the creases are showing, and that's basically what primer is supposed to help you do. To me, it doesn't really help me, so that's why I don't really stress about wearing it. But as I said, I do wear it on days where like it's hot and I'm going to be outside. So I'm going to be outside and it's hot. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply some just for the sake of applying it so that you guys can, you know, kind of get an idea of what a standard makeup tutorial would be. So for the primer, I normally just apply it everywhere where I would like sweat, like nose. My nose gets shiny and oily. My forehead, not really so much, but you can go ahead and rub a little bit up there. And that's it. So then we go in with the Fit Me foundation. I have matte and I have dewy, but I think I like the dewy right now. So it is in the color Mocha. Normally people use makeup brushes. I just use like a blender. It's easier for me, and to me it makes me use less product because you don't want to have your makeup looking cakey. I literally just do like a size of a dime and it covers my face. So keep that in mind. Less is more. And so you just go ahead and put that all over your face. When you do your makeup, you want to make sure that you're doing the foundation behind your ears right here. I got glue right here for my wig. Wow. You want to make sure that you're putting it right there as well as down here onto your neck to have everything blend together. And another thing is that if you're not doing eyeshadow, you can put the foundation up here on your eyelids. A lot of times I do that, but I think today I might go in with a little blush to give it that eyeshadow look. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave that portion alone. All right, once that foundation is evenly applied, I do go in with my concealers again. I like to do the current trend that's going around on TikTok with the bright under eye. So I do go in with the white ivory first. I apply a little to the corners because I want to keep this beat looking as natural as possible despite the eyebrows. So I just use a little bit. A little to the corners, a little right here. Same thing on this side, just a little. And then I go in with the warm honey. And this I use on my nose. So this is what I'm gonna use to contour my nose. Just one straight line. And sometimes I put it right here because what happens is whenever you put the actual contour, the darker contour right here, this will kind of outline it to kind of give it a more defined look. Some people do continue to put the light contour right here and right here, but I don't like that for myself, so I'm not. I'm just gonna go ahead and take our beauty blender and go ahead and blend that light contour in. Want to try to get it up under the eye as best as possible. So just blend that in. I like to get it up under my eye as best as possible. I normally blend it all the way over here. You can stop wherever you see fit. Everyone's face is shaped different, so I know some people stop right here. Some people bring it down more, but to maintain like a facelift type of look, you want to keep it up high as possible because your blush and then your contour will go there. So just blend. I'll be back when this side is done. Right, so now that we have that blended out, I am gonna go in with my black Radiance contour stick, and the color is, well, oh, chocolate dipped. It's number 6826. So it has a brush on one side and then the actual contour stick right here. I don't really use the brush. I normally just use my beauty blender for this. So when I do that, I try to do a curve because I don't want it going too straight down because it can give the effect of like a beard or something if it's too low. So that's why also when you blend, you want to push it up. Now that you have a light contour, I'll probably have to give you guys like a close-up outside of this sun because I'm in the window for the best lighting, but it's really sunny right now. It's pretty early. It's like 8 a.m. So I go in with one of my brushes to contour my nose. I kind of just start right here because when I watch people do it, it looks more natural when they go up into the bridge of their eyebrow. And I kind of bring it down like that, and then I do this side. So you want to try to get it as narrow as possible if that's the look that you're going for, but it doesn't have to be. Wide noses are nice too. So lightly, because I want it to be kind of natural. But you see how it's coming together. I just want you guys to get an idea of it, because as I say, I'm not a professional, so don't take everything I'm saying. Take everything I'm saying as a grain of salt. Don't take everything I'm saying like to the T. I'm just trying to give you guys an idea of like where you can start, because I'm just starting as well. So I don't want anybody's makeup to be turning out ugly and you be trying to DM me on Instagram. Well, you said to do this step. You said to do it like that. I'm telling you, it works for me. So take that and build off of that information. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but I can. So you can go ahead and keep blending it out a little bit more so the lines are not as harsh. But this is the basic concept of it. At the end of my makeup look, I do normally go in with highlighter right here and right here to kind of give it like a glow type of look and kind of make it look more contoured, but I'll show you that. So now I'm just going in with a little bit of setting powder. This is from Fit Me Foundation. It's medium deep. As I said, the color might be a little bit off than what I probably should be using, but this was like all this makeup that I'm using is like my beginner makeup. So I will be transitioning to getting some better quality items, as well as getting different color ranges that probably match my skin tone a little bit more. But this is supposed to match the concealer, so it's okay. And just to put that out there, you don't necessarily have to have expensive makeup to make the makeup look nice, but when it comes to certain things, I think like the foundation should be probably, you know, a little bit more and better in quality. So just, you know, work on your craft, same as I. And you just put that, and you just put this setting powder everywhere where the light color foundation was. So your nose, your cheeks, right here as well, to kind of outline that contour. And hopefully I'm not missing any steps, because I be getting done with makeup fast, honestly. Some girls take like 3 hours. I really be done with my makeup really fast. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And now I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of this highlighter from Wet n Wild. I'm not sure of the color. I lost the top a long time ago, but just go on the bridge of my nose lightly, because a little of this goes a long way. You don't want a super shiny nose unless it's like the look that you're going for. If you notice, I don't connect it right here because it's supposed to give the illusion of a nose. So this will be like the bulb of the nose, and this will be the bridge. So that's why you don't connect it, if you were wondering. I don't know. This sunlight right now that's coming through the window is definitely a main character, and it's giving, because my makeup looks a little better than I think that it normally would. The next step is the blush. The name is kind of marked off of it from me having it for so long. I got it from Amazon. I will look back through my recent purchases, and I will link this in the description box below. This was like $3. So, you know, I never used to like wearing blush. I used to think blush was for white people. But now I think blush definitely helps bring the look together. So let's go ahead and apply some blush. I think for today's look, I'm gonna, let me try to see so you guys can see the colors. For today's look, I want to do something kind of warm. So I'm gonna probably pick from this and this at the bottom. These two are like my normal favorites. All right, so here's how the blush is looking. Probably put too much on this side, but I can always go ahead and try to blend some of this off and blend it out. But so I do like to go in with the blush on my eyelids to kind of give it an eyeshadow look on those days when I'm feeling lazy and don't want to actually do eyeshadow, because I'm not a fan of it. Only time I like to do eyeshadow is more so when I'm wearing like glitter eyeshadow. So you go with that same color and just dab it over your eyelids like so. All right, so now sometimes I like to do a little mole or two. I normally put them in the same place on my face, so people kind of think that these are my actual mole, but they're not. I make them kind of medium size. Don't want them too big, because throughout the day, this liquid eyeliner will kind of spread out, if that makes sense. It's cheap, so I'd expect it to. I got this from Walmart. It's by Wet n Wild. It's called H2O. So this is what it looks like. And yeah, I'm okay with these two little beauty marks. I don't need more than that. But if you're trying to do freckles, you could. Just have to be very careful, because what I learned with this liquid eyeliner is that after it's old, after a while, the brush will kind of spread out and get bigger. So you have to really be careful when you're applying it. Now we're gonna go in and do some liquid eyeliner on the top of your eyelid I like to do liquid eyeliner whenever I'm wearing eyelashes because it makes it look more normal, more natural. So I just do very, very thin line because if it spreads, it starts to look a little gothic and emo, and that's not the look that we're going for. So if you want the line thicker, you can gradually work your way up, but just want to keep it to a minimum. It's not the best, but once the eyelash is on, you really don't notice. Concentration. You have to concentrate because if you don't, you'll get frustrated with this and you'll continue to make it bigger and bigger, and that's going to definitely make you look scary. All right, so my phone had actually died while I was recording, so I did go ahead and take that time to curl my hair off camera using my Revlon wand curler. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply these eyelashes that I got from Eyebrow. So that'll be it for the makeup video. After that, I was gonna show you guys or give you guys like a review of the hair that I'm wearing, but I'll just go ahead and explain it a little bit. It's from Amazon. It was a 613 4x4 closure. It's 20 inches long. The vendor is Shanghai. I will be leaving a link in the description box below. If you're like me and you like affordable hair, Amazon is normally my go-to. And it's actually some nice blonde hair, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not gonna just say that just because I'm reviewing the hair or anything like that. It's good hair. It took the color well. It's soft. The heat, things like that. Because trying to find like a nice unit on Amazon is like finding a needle in a haystack. I've had some scary 613 units from Amazon. So, and yes, for my eyelashes, I do use black hair glue, which I know you probably shouldn't, but it's just the remedy that works for me. I've been doing it for years. When I was sitting here doing like the pulling motion, this was me cleaning off my eyelash, pulling the old glue off of it. So that's how I make my eyelashes last. I have like 50 pairs of eyelashes that I haven't even worn yet because I do kind of recycle the same pair for like a week or two. Y'all, I'm so mad. I tried to record myself putting on my eyelashes like with a time-lapse video that makes it go faster. And tell me why I wasn't even recording. Tell me why I never pressed record. So you guys won't get to see me do that today. So their eyelashes are already on. I'm just trying to apply some foundation to where the wig is at. But I might have to cut this lace a little bit more. But you get the gist. I'm going to go ahead and cut this. And then this is like the line from the elastic band. That thing was giving me a headache. I had it on since I took a shower this morning. But this is the final look outside of that. Just want to go ahead and finger comb the curls. They look nice to me. This side probably could use a recurling in the front. But I think I might redo this piece. But all right, so this is the final look. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, if you want your hair colored by me, hit me up on Instagram at wackywigs_beautyfactory. I will be leaving that link in the description box as well.